Can you guys hear me? Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, this is Catherine.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our September meeting of the Alcohol License Review Committee. It's called to order. Mr. Verbeek, with your opening remarks.
Welcome to our hybrid meeting. Participants in the room, please do not join the meeting in Zoom. Virtual participants, if you lose connection at any point during the meeting, you can reconnect by clicking the link or calling the number in your original email. Members attending virtually, if you are able, please activate your video for purposes of quorum and keep it on for the duration of the meeting. Staff, if you are able, please activate your video when you are speaking. Members of the committee, when you wish to speak, ask questions, or request a roll call vote, please push the person button on your microphone or raise your hand virtually. Those in the room will have their microphone turned on when they are recognized to speak. Those attending virtually can unmute themselves when recognized. When you are finished, all should mute themselves. Members of the public who have registered to speak. Those appearing virtually, the name you entered in Zoom must match the name you entered in registration. You will remain muted until called upon. If you are here in person, when you are called to speak, approach one of the two podiums on either side of the dais and you will be recognized. For all registrants, the clerk will tell you when your time is up. After all public speakers, a member of the body may ask you a question. If you need to share documentation with the committee, please send it to the email listed on today's agenda. Thanks. Chair, the floor is yours.
All right, thank you. As always, we will run the meeting with Robert's rules. When it's your turn to come and discuss your application, you'll get a chance to talk directly to the committee and then answer questions. I might ask some questions before you give your initial statement. It all makes sense once we get there. So next on our agenda is the roll call.
Sure. Our notified absence for tonight are Ms. Carter and Ms. Westra. And with that, I will call the roll. Alder Glenn?
Here.
Alder Glenn is here. Alder Verveer?
Here.
Alder Verveer is here. Mr. Brusick?
Here.
Mr. Brusick is here. Ms. Farley?
Present.
Ms. Farley's here. And Alder Figueroa Cole?
Here.
Alder Figueroa Cole is here. Chair, we do have quorum.
All right, approval of the minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from August 20th?
So moved.
Moved by Verveer. Seconded by Alder Glenn. Are there any corrections to the minutes? Any objection to approving them? Seeing none, the minutes are approved. Next is public comment. Any general public comment?
Let me just refresh this. I did not see it earlier, but I will double check again. I do not see any general public comment.
All right. Next is disclosures and recusal. Ms. Bell, do you have a question?
Yeah, I was going to ask, is anyone else on Zoom getting an echo? No? Okay.
It sounds kind of, it was just me, but it sounds kind of fuzzy.
Is there anyone else on Zoom hearing an echo?
No.
No? Huh.
Okay, I'm going to try leaving and rejoining.
Okay. Let us know if it's if it doesn't stop. And then I'll just try to talk louder. I think these microphones are generally so that the people online can hear us. They don't provide much amplification in the room. Okay, disclosures and recusals. Alder Glenn.
Yeah, I have just a disclosure. I am no Rita Adair for Burnell's, and it will not affect my vote.
Thank you. Any more disclosures or recusals? Seeing none. Presentation of the consent agenda. Mr. Verbeek.
Yes, so I will read the consent agenda, just kind of a brief overview of it, and the committee will take action on it. And then I will read fully each item as far as they've taken action. So the proposed consent agenda for ALRC meeting September 17th, 2025. Recommended council to grant change of agent items 3, 4, 5, and 6. Request to extend license issuance, item number 22. Entity reorganizations for item 23 and 24. These are situations which it's the same entity. They've just made an administrative change to the Department of Financial Institutions to change it from a corporation to an LLC. And then the last ones are to refer to the next meeting of the Alcohol License Review Committee. Operator application, item 2, and public hearing new license for items 9 and 10. All three of these items, the applicants have asked for their item to be referred to next month's meeting.
Thank you. Are there any, does a committee member want any of these pulled to be discussed separately? Seeing none, is there any objection to the recommendations on the consent agenda for each of those items? Alder Verveer moves the consent agenda. Is there a second?
Second. Second, can you hear me?
Yep, seconded by Alder Figueroa Cole. Any objection? Seeing none, the consent agenda is approved. Mr. Verbeek, if you could read it one more time.
So I'll read this again. If your item is in here, it's been dispensed of, so you can feel free to stick around if you wish. Otherwise, you are free to go. The past consent agenda for ALRC meeting September 17th, 2025. Recommended council to grant item 3, change of agent for Metcalf Inc. Item 4, change of agent for Metcalf Foods West Inc. Item 5, change of agent, Ian's Pizza Francis LLC. Item 6, change of agent, Quick Trip Inc. Item 22, request to extend license issuance for Rotunda Cafe LLC. 23, entity reorganization, Metcalf Foods West Inc. to Metcalf Foods West LLC. Item 24, entity reorganization for Metcalf Inc. to Metcalf LLC. And refer to the next meeting of the Alcohol License Review Committee. Item 2, operator license application for Timothy Consigny at request of the applicant. Number 9, public hearing new license, Speedway LLC at the request of the applicant. And item 10, public hearing new license, 7-Eleven Inc. at the request of the applicant.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is item 7, change of license conditions for Paco's Tacos. Do we have a registrant?
I do not see a registrant. I did email about a half hour ago this applicant and another to let them know I hadn't seen them registered. So,
Okay.
are you with Paco's Tacos?
I guess not. Okay. One more. Anyone here for Paco's Tacos? And there's no one online. Committee, what would you like to do? Alder Figueroa Cole.
Is this the first time this one comes to us, or has it been referred before?
It is the first time.
So should we either table it to see if they come in later, or, I mean, would that be appropriate, or we just refer it?
I think either one would be appropriate.
Can we table it just in case?
Sure. So
Bingo.
Alder Figueroa Cole moves to table. Is there a second? Second by Alder Verveer. Any discussion? Any objection? Seeing none, this is laid on the table. Let me I'll note it so I don't forget. Next on the agenda is item number 8, 21 plus entertainment license for the Green Room.
I have 2 registrants. I have a John Hardy in support, available to answer questions, who is the applicant, and then a Nicholas Davies, who's in support, now wishing to speak.
Hi,
Hey, how's it going?
it's good.
Good.
And your name again?
John Hardy.
John Hardy?
Yep, I'm
Okay,
John.
thanks for being here. Did you Discuss your application with the neighborhood, the police, and
I
the
did.
alder?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And I got some support from, during our meeting, got some support from Sassy, the neighborhood, and the alderman.
Okay, great. Now tell us about your request.
Yeah, so we're just kind of thinking ahead to the winter months. We're a new establishment, so the thought was having like kind of like 2 to 3 piece, like small jazz, bluegrass, like smaller kind of things up front when the garage door is shut for the year, and just to drive a little bit of business and create kind of the lounge atmosphere that we have going right now.
All right, thank you. Are there questions from committee members? All right. Alder Revere.
Raise my hand, is that, I can't remember. Thank you, Chair. Welcome back, John.
Thank you.
How are things going?
Pretty good.
When did you open? What month was it?
March 15th we opened. So it's been a roller coaster, but like the street festivals and all that kind of cool stuff that happens on the Atwood.
Atwood Fest
Yeah.
really helped.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, and just kind of inserting ourselves in that neighborhood to kind of like vibe with everyone, you know. It's not really a big competition. It's kind of, we're all kind of a little bit different, which is yeah.
Well, great. Well, I'm glad to hear that things are going well.
Yeah.
You have prior experience with live music, don't you?
Yes, I do. I managed the Up North Bar.
That's what I
for
thought with Bob Warren.
about 15 years. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they were known for their live music.
Yep, we did that 5 nights a week there, and that was a little bit like kind of bigger, like venue-y. And I guess what I'm proposing here is just kind of more loungy and background, you know.
I remember when you came before us with your alcohol application, I was thinking to myself, I wonder why he's not applying for an entertainment
I know.
license.
I immediately.
Because up north, it's so much, live music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you're here now.
Yeah.
But you really think you won't use it much except in the winter when the windows are closed or the garage doors closed?
Well, that's the plan currently. I know that was the biggest. Sassy was concerned about that, and that would be a stipulation is to, if there is live music, let's say in the spring, that would always need to be shut for the neighborhood, just for, you know, the sound pollution, which is understood. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Alder Figueroa Cole.
I'm sorry, I need a second here. I was trying to find the hours, the current hours of operation for this place.
Our current hours,
Yes.
we're 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Monday through Friday, and noon to 2 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, that's our hours.
Thank you. Chair, can I maybe ask a question of my colleagues or Jim, maybe Mike? For this area, are those hours normal for entertainment licenses, especially for new people?
If you have an answer, I think yeah.
Thanks. I'm happy to respond. Alder Figueroa Cole, I would say anecdotally from my experience, I can't think of any restrictions we've put on any of the businesses in the Schenck Atwood corner area in terms of entertainment licenses or even alcohol sales. But I know the deputy city clerk is doing a search. We can ask the applicant if appropriate. That wasn't a concern raised by either Sassy or Alder Mayor.
Not our hours of operation, but Sassy was concerned, so the proposed times wouldn't exceed midnight any night. We wouldn't go
So
later.
So they did propose midnight?
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for being transparent about that.
So I guess if Sassy one of the neighborhoods? I guess maybe a question for Verveer. Are they one of the neighborhoods that usually writes to us? I noticed there's no.
It's kind of cyclical. Some
Okay.
depends on who the leadership is. Some past leadership has communicated to us in writing. I don't recall seeing anything from Sassy recently.
Okay.
I mean, actually looking at the licenses for Atwood in general, it's 28 pages here, but some do have restrictions. So, I mean, if the applicant is comfortable with setting those conditions on the license, and then coming back at a later time after, you are more experienced with the entertainment service and to change them, I would rather, I would like to put those in as a condition to be done by midnight.
Is that a motion?
At first, I don't have to ask, doesn't the applicant have to agree to it first?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds good. That's kind of what we were thinking was midnight, so, yeah.
Okay, so I would like to, I'm just trying to find language here from other ones, so I'm gonna need a little bit of help on that. But essentially, to grant the entertainment license with the condition to cease the music by midnight.
Okay, so the motion is to grant the license with the condition that live entertainment shall cease by midnight.
Yes.
Seconded by Alder Verveer. Any discussion on the motion?
I don't have any discussion. Thank you.
All right. Any discussion? All right, seeing none. Is there any objection to the motion to grant with the condition that live entertainment shall cease by midnight? Seeing none, the motion is adopted.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is item 11, public hearing license transfer Little Palace.
Jacqueline Lee is registered and in Zoom, I believe.
Yes, I am.
All right. So Jacqueline, did you discuss the application with the alder, the neighborhood, and the police?
I did with the police, but I did not with the neighborhood and the alder, but I did host an info session.
Okay, thank you. Now you can discuss your application with the committee.
Okay, so Little Palace, we were originally on 225 King Street. Our lease finished up there, and we had the opportunity to move to 1929 Winnebago, which is the old Mint Mark space. So just looking to transfer the license to that new location. So it'll be the same concept. So American Chinese food with tiki-inspired drinks at the bar.
Oh, okay. So there's nothing else is really changing with the way the business is run?
No. So business will still offer dine-in, takeout, delivery. It's just a smaller space, but otherwise the business is still the same.
Okay, thank you. Any questions from committee members? Alder Verveer.
Thank you, Chair. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. Of course, sad that you left King Street, but
Yeah,
at least you're reopening, and I like your new
Yes.
pink. I like your new pink look.
thank you.
My only question is one that you can perhaps guess, and that is, when are you opening?
I mean, we're hoping to do a little bit of a slow rollout. So we're hoping to do takeout and delivery first, maybe October-ish. That's the goal. And then hopefully soon after, when we get a chance to work on the inside, we don't have to do any like major renovations, but we obviously, Mint Mark has such a big presence there. We want to be able to change it so it's our own. So after that, then we'll be able to open for dine-in.
Well, good luck. I know you've had
Thank you.
some delays in the past, like with How Long
Yes.
Bay opening. I hope you don't have to wait too long to reopen Little Palace.
Yes, I don't foresee that necessarily. So hopefully it stays that way.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Chair.
Alder Figueroa Cole.
Jim, has this location had a license before? I couldn't find information about that.
Yeah, let me look that up. I believe so.
So there was a license there before?
Yes, Mint Mark before they transferred, according to Alder Verveer.
No, I'm not talking about the place. I'm not talking about the business. I'm talking about the address itself. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Mint Mark was there previously.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I mean, just only asking because again, I will be very hesitant to approve a new license for a new area if the ALDE hasn't been contacted. For the applicant, so was there a reason not to discuss with the ALDE? Were you able not to? Did you reach out and he didn't answer, or that just didn't happen for whatever?
No, honestly, that was just my fault for losing track of time. I know there's plenty of time always to contact, but it's just been a pretty crazy time for us. So it just all kind of crept up on me.
Mm-hmm. All right, thanks. I don't have any other questions.
Other questions? Okay. If there are no further questions, then a motion. Move to grant by Alder Verveer, seconded by Alder Glenn. Any discussion? Any objection? Seeing none, the motion carries. The motion carries. Next on the agenda is item number 12, new license, Osteria Novella. Is there a registrant here for that one?
There is. That would be, there's two registrants. There is Evan Ackers and a Giovanni Novella, both in support, available to answer questions. And I believe they are both on Zoom.
Okay, thank you. So we'll start with Evan. Did you discuss the application with those, with the police, the neighborhood, and the alder?
We did, yes.
Okay, and how did those discussions go?
Full support from both the police and the alderwoman. We were informed by Regina Vitiver that the neighborhood association has effectively been disbanded, but we did hold a neighborhood meeting that was open to nearby neighborhoods as well.
Okay, thank you. Now you can tell us anything you like about your business.
Sure. Giovanni and myself are both currently at Bar Coralini, and we are branching off to open our own new venture off of University Avenue. If you're unfamiliar with Bar Coralini, it's a small neighborhood Italian dining location. We expect a very similar aesthetic and vibe to Bar Coralini. So we expect about 75 to 80% of sales in food, and then the rest 20 to 25% in liquor. Hours are going to be 4 to 9 Monday through Thursday, and then 4 to 10 on Friday and Saturday, closed on Sunday.
Okay, thank you. Are there other questions from committee members? Attorney McReynolds.
Thank you, Chair. My question is regarding number 18 on your application. You put not applicable, but you have to list a registered agent for your LLC.
Oh,
Is that going to be you or
That would be myself,
your liquor
yes.
agent? It'll be you?
yep.
Okay.
Oh,
And then Deputy Clerk Burbett, could you note that on an amended application?
Thank you.
Thank you. Nothing further from me.
All right, further questions from the committee? Further questions? Seeing none, a motion? Alder Glenn. Moved by Alder Glenn.
To approve? Yeah.
Move to approve, okay. And is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alder Figueroa Cole. Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none. Is there any objection to approval? Seeing none, the motion carries. This is recommended to grant. Next on the agenda is item 13, Oliva Italian Mediterranean Cuisine. Do we have a registrant for this one?
Yeah, Jayanthi Ramu is registered and in Zoom.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, so did you make those notifications to the police, the neighborhood, and the alder?
Yes. The elder person visited us. He is staying in the same neighborhood. That went well. We called the police, but they didn't make it.
Okay. Now just tell us a little about your request.
Okay. I'm going to undertake the Oliva Italian and Mediterranean cuisine. That's located at 751 North High Point Road, Madison. It's already existing one. I'm going to take over from October 1st. And the hours are from 3:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday to Sunday.
Okay, thank you. Questions from the committee, Alder Figueroa Cole.
Again, Jim, was this address already licensed? I'm sorry, before I said that, was this person able to contact their alder? I missed that part.
Elder person.
Yes, she said, I heard her say she contacted the
Okay,
alder.
good then. So never mind. Okay, so for question 26 in the application says that you will have live music and DJ. Is there an entertainment license requested also?
Not on our agenda tonight. Is that a question for the applicant?
Yeah, I guess I don't see it in the agenda. So yeah, so are you planning on having live entertainment?
No, not currently.
Okay. Amber, is that something that needs to be updated also on the application to say no
Is that a question for me?
for the lawyer?
So it could also just be made clear to the applicant that if you want to have live entertainment, you will have to come back and apply for an entertainment license. So you are not allowed, even if your alcohol license goes through, you're not going to be allowed to have entertainment there.
Yeah, we are not planning on that. If we have plan in the future, I will come and meet you.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
All right.
To answer your question, Alder, it currently is a license there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Alder Revere.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, there's someone that wishes to speak,
Okay.
and I don't believe they registered yet. So when we're done with the applicant, we can recognize that gentleman here in the gallery. So a question for the applicant then, please. In your application, you state, quote, that if outdoor seating is added in the future, an approved alcohol will be served outdoor dining area. And then in the following question, you say you do not seek any licensed premise outdoors. So could we just get confirmation, please, on the record? Do you wish to have any licensed premise outside at this point?
Not at this point. That's our future plan.
Okay. So the current business that's there now does have outdoor seating, correct?
Yes, you are right.
Yeah.
That's no.
Outdoor seating illa.
Pardon me?
There is no outdoor seating currently.
There's no outdoor seating currently.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, because I see they applied for outdoor seating. It looks like. Back in 2008. Okay, thank you. That was my only question since you already, the entertainment question was asked and answered. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any further questions for this registrant? Attorney McReynolds?
Thank you, Chair. I just wanted to clarify, are you the only owner of the business?
Yes.
You're the only member of the LLC?
Yes.
Okay. And you are only applying for beer and wine and no liquor, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Nothing
Thank
further.
you.
Further questions for the registrant? Seeing none, thank you. You can come up now. You'll have to register with the clerk after you're done, okay?
You can do so by using the QR codes on the table outside when you're done. Yep.
Can I sometimes sign it or?
If you scan the QR code outside before you leave,
Okay.
then you'll enter the information that way.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
We have the restaurant, Indian restaurant at the same step mall, Swagat Indian restaurant around 17 year, that same step mall. And also this Oliva also very long time, same plaza.
Yeah.
My only concern, the same step malls and not any clash the menu with Indian restaurant. Before the other guy not have any problem before long time, not any problem. This guy not, and if possible, I can review the menu, this one. Not to clash with the menu, Indian restaurant, this Mediterranean. This is the new guy, maybe the Indian guy, whatever. We have not any problem, the Italian and Mediterranean. Not Indian drink, anything, the clash my menu, and the food also, not with the menu, my crash my menu. Mm-hmm. This is my concern, the same step mall. If out of the step mall, we have not any concern. This is my question.
Have you discussed this with the new owners? Who are
Me?
Yeah.
Because we have not any problem, the old owner. The new owner not any discuss me. If have, I can review the menu, not related with my menu, anything, any Indian beer, something, or any Indian drink, which one have my menu related, not the clash. I don't want to any each other the problem, the same step mall. I don't want to my regular customer going to disappoint, maybe I don't want.
Okay.
This is my concern. Otherwise, I am happy to, most welcome, same concept continues. If I find out anything, then I take the legal action. What can you provide? Yeah.
Thank you. Are there any questions for the registrant? Alder Verveer.
As to your concern, I'll just mention, have you seen that the menu is, have you seen the menu as a part of the application? It's available on the city website?
I don't know what is the menu. Old menu, not we have any problem, but if have the, what kind of menu provide you now, new menu, what are coming on, if adding anything later on, you can see the menu, what kind of provide you now. If maybe adding something after that, maybe if I know what, maybe crash my menu with me, anything, then I take the legal action. This why I notice you are the now, because you can and check maybe not any problem each other in the future, because long time before not each other Oliva with me the problem. This is my concern is the related my menu, not any affect each other. Yeah, this is any liquor or the and Indian beer, actually very important, the Indian beer not have the out of the plaza, my step mall, he can sell maybe anywhere, but it's not the same plaza. Indian drink or like the same menu may not use. That is my concern.
I appreciate that. I just wanted to point out to you for
Yeah,
your
just-
information that the menu is available to look at their proposed menu that they
Yeah.
included with their alcohol
Yeah, because,
application.
yeah, you check everything.
But in terms of our job here
Uh-huh.
at this committee, we don't take into account competitive issues like you're articulating. It might be a lease provision in your lease perhaps, and it could be a landlord-tenant issue, but I don't see how it's an issue, I'm sorry to say, for us as to whether or not we would grant a license.
Yeah, but no, I understand, because in the same step mall that have to, you can look around, not able to anybody sell the same plaza, same menu or same drink, not can possible. I don't know.
You're saying it's not possible because it's a lease provision?
Yeah,
They're-
but maybe
they're-
same
You're saying your lease, are
Yeah,
you saying that it's currently in your lease?
yeah,
So
currently.
you're protected in your lease
Yeah,
for
because-
competition?
Yeah, company is not the same plaza. My request, if you not anything do that, then I talk to the landlord, I take the action, whatever. This is my question. If happy to keep the menu same thing, if maybe out of the menu adding something later on, then what kind have I can possible I can take the legal action. But if each other have the problem, the same step mall, then maybe if have the each other the problem, then
Yeah.
we can. Yeah.
Okay.
Go further.
Well, thank you. I'm no expert on the cuisine, but I'd say my review of the menu is that I characterize it all as Italian and Turkish.
No, this why before have the not the Indian people take that the business running, somebody else. Now have the Indian people take over this restaurant. My only concern, you write on the note, not and take over the menu, Indian menu, anything adding anything menu, and also the drink also.
I don't think. Oh, were you
If
finished?
possible,
Alderman?
otherwise,
complete.
if not anything, you write on the note is fine.
I don't know if our committee has the authority to.
The same strip mall. My question only
Yeah. I'll just back up what Alderman
Yeah.
Revere said. Looking over the menu, I don't see any Indian beers here. They submitted this with their application.
Yeah, this
and-
was my
and
question.
It's not
What
allowed
kind
to
of-
be
Yeah, yeah.
untruthful.
Yeah, what kind
in
of
these
have the some of
applications,
the
but-
menu after not anything, adding anything the like the copy
Yeah,
my
I-
menu anything. So this is my
Are there any further questions, Alder Figueroa Cole?
Just need clarification from Alder Revere or you. So again, if there's a covenant or anything on that lease for this gentleman, that is not, we are not in control of that kind of decision making. He will have to take that to whoever he signed the lease with. I just want to make that very clear because we're just approving the license for the alcohol and beer as requested or whatever it is that they're requesting. Not we cannot put a condition to say to meet the demands of that are being asked of us. Just want to make it very clear, right? Like that's, I don't know who he needs to go to to deal with the lease, but we are not. We can, even if it's not on the menu today, we cannot prohibit that from our perspective, from our committee.
Yeah, that's my understanding, but we can defer to Attorney McReynolds.
Thank you, Chair. So the question is if this committee can make conditions regarding what exactly,
No, I just want to
People
make
can
it very
sell?
clear that we are not that if he has anything on his lease protecting his menu, that is outside the purview of this commission.
yes.
One confirmation on that. And I don't know how those leases are made. So if you guys know who he needs to talk to and perhaps can refer him to it, that would be great.
Yeah, I mean, I can't make a guess about that. But I mean, if he is concerned about a lease, then he would contact his landlord.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense to you?
Yeah, I can talk to the landlord. Only my concern, what kind you have to provide the menu? After this menu, if I find out after that, then I take the action, legal action, whatever my landlord through, whatever. Only my concern, not each other have the affect the business because long time with the Italian restaurant, Oliver, I run in the both same plaza. Only concern that they have the same plaza, not each other maybe keep the menu same plaza or menu or the liquor, whatever, not the keep the same.
Attorney McReynolds? Are you seeking
Yeah,
recognition?
thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
So, you know, I will say to the speaker currently and to the applicant, who I assume is still listening, that, you know, in this application, they are representing to this committee that this is their plan. And so this committee is not allowed to like approve or disapprove what kind of food they sell, or approve their menu, but they are claiming that this menu is what they are going to be using. And on the menu, you know, it's not the same food and it does not have any Indian wines, if that's the concern. I think I understand the speaker's concern that if the applicant submits this menu and then actually opens with a completely different concept, completely different menu and different offerings, I do understand, you know, why someone would be concerned about that. I don't know what the remedy is, you know, because this body approves whether or not they can sell certain types of alcohol. And so if they're consistent with that, you know, they might not be violating their liquor license. But if someone has a complaint about, you know, someone's application not being truthful, I think they could contact the city about that. Thank you. Oh, and at some point, I do have another question for the applicant, Chair.
Okay, I think if there are no more questions left for this registrant, we can go back to the applicant. Is that okay with everyone on the committee? Okay. So is Jayanthi still here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Go ahead, Attorney McReynolds.
Thank you. Ms. Ramu, I know that I asked you this before and you said you were definitely only applying for beer and wine. I just wanted to clarify because on page, I guess, 96 of our materials, but in your application under alcohol service, it says that you intend to sell beer, wine, and liquor to your dine-in guests. So I just want to be clear, you're only applying for beer and wine, and that's all you'll be selling?
Yes, you are right. Only wine and beer.
Okay. And then just because this came up, is the menu that you submitted the menu that you intend to use?
Yes, we are not going to change the menu.
Okay, thank you. Nothing further.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alder Glenn.
I just have a couple questions. Just really learning as new alder in this role. I mean, I understand the person who got up to speak worry about you know, competition. But I feel, I don't know, it feels uncomfortable that we're asking, as someone who's, was in the food business for a long time and has a culinary degree, that we're asking someone, I understand like the application, when you put in an application, it becomes a legal document. But I might run a week of specials because I got my hands on this kind of a food for a week or these ingredients. And I just want to be careful in that we're not also pigeonholing or going outside of our boundaries of what we're here to do. And I understand what the attorney's saying, so maybe some clarification in like what our duty is to get clarification. I don't know if we're in the business of
Sure.
competition with restaurants.
No, not right now. Attorney McReynolds?
Yeah, we should not. We are not in the business of competition against restaurants. My main concern with my questions was about that kind of alcohol that they will be serving, because that is what we are here about. The question about the menu is, for me, was not about like the specifics of the menu, but the sort of like the plan, the business plan for the restaurant. Like, what is it intended to be? Because, while you don't approve the food, what kind of food might be served somewhere might impact your decision about whether to grant them certain kinds of alcohol licenses. But we definitely do not make decisions based on competition or perceived future competition. So that should not be part of your consideration when determining whether or not to approve the licenses.
Thanks, Attorney Reynolds.
Alder Figueroa Cole. No, you already had your time.
Thank you, Alder Glenn, for asking those questions, and to follow up again, going back to the menu in general. The two of us still trying to get our feet wet on this commission. If an applicant, this person apply for this today, we grant this license, and a year or two from now she changes her menu and whatever, she doesn't have to come to us for that. So like you say, it doesn't really matter. We're not making decisions over the menu, and she doesn't have to stick to that menu for the rest of the, she doesn't need our permission to change her menu, correct? Attorney McReynolds?
That is correct.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yep. The only thing that they would need to come back to this committee for would be, anything
liquor.
else that we see. Change of premise, if they did want to sell liquor or have an entertainment license, something like that.
Right, perfect, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, further questions from committee members? Alder Glenn?
I didn't have any further questions. I was going to move to
Okay.
approve.
Are there questions for the applicant? Are there any more questions for staff? Okay, we still need a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved by Alder Glenn, seconded by Alder Figueroa Cole to approve. Any discussion on the motion? Okay, seeing no discussion, is there any objection to approval? Seeing none, the motion carries. Next on the agenda is item 14, Toro y Pampa. And, who do we have registered?
We have Carlos Roberto Lima.
Yes, sir.
That's you.
Carlos Roberto Lima is registered.
Yep.
So did you discuss this with the Alder, is that?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Older. Yep.
And the police?
Police department and district clerk. Yeah. Yeah. I did my information section too. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, tell us about the business.
Well, I'm bringing a South American restaurant, taking over the 7-Item Social Club. Yeah, we're going to be open Monday to Sundays. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to be open from 11 to 11. And then Thursdays, Friday, and Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, from 11 to 2, Sunday from 11 to 9.
Okay, thank you. Questions from committee members? Okay. So you have your alcohol and food ratio is within the realm of what?
40/60, yep.
Yep, 60/40 to be a restaurant, and that's a good
Correct,
thing.
correct.
I would still a little, maybe with the exception of item 16, it's still outside the range of, it's still a little high
higher for a restaurant.
compared to other restaurants that we
Gotcha.
see. So just could you reassure the committee that your plan is to be a restaurant and you're not, this 40 is not going to creep up?
Definitely no, we
Okay.
push more for the restaurant than the alcohol
Okay.
itself, so yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
what we're here for.
Questions from committee members? Attorney McReynolds.
Thank you, Chair. Will you plan on having food available at all times?
Yes. Yeah, we change our menu, obviously, from the restaurant after we stay open from 10 and to 2 o'clock. We'll kind of make it a little smaller, like a snacks and stuff like that. It's
Okay.
not going to be a full menu for sure.
Okay. And do you understand that in order to operate at that location, you're not allowed to be a bar, you have to be a restaurant?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that why maybe, well, can you tell me why you changed your ratio from 70% alcohol down to 40% alcohol?
Yeah, because they told me, they explained me that if I keep that ratio, we were considering a restaurant more than a tavern than a restaurant. So that's why we gotta change it. That's the reason why.
Okay. And I know you didn't apply for an entertainment license, but you're not planning on having entertainment there?
Nope.
All right, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Further questions from committee members? Alder Figueroa Cole.
Again, for the committee experience on this area, is the 2 a.m. regular time for businesses on that location for a restaurant or a tavern or whatever, for a restaurant?
Alder, anecdotally, I think 2 a.m. is kind of late for a restaurant, but for the area generally, no, it's normal.
Yeah, that's what I mean. For that area, it feels like,
Yep.
yeah.
It's very lively late night area. Alder Glenn?
Are you done, Alder Figueroa?
Yeah, I'm done. Thank you so much. Amber actually asked my questions. Thank you.
I just have a question about menu. So, first of all, it looks absolutely delicious, and I'm excited to try
Thank you.
Argentinian food.
Yep.
And it looks like a lot of them are kind of handheld, late night food. Are you thinking more like the pizzas and kind of the calzones, mini
Yeah,
pizzas?
kind of like the small calzones and the pizzas and the small sandwich. That's what will be, for the kind of like a small menu, late night menu, I guess.
Okay. And then so you'll have though like the area, looking at like your plan and like the setup of the room, you'll still have like eat in and sit in and
Correct,
the
yes,
alcohol and the
yes,
large
yes.
food.
Yeah, and I'm not going to change anything on the building. It's kind of still the same as the restaurant runs, so.
Okay. I just want to be clear to you that it's really easy to slide down the slippery slope when it's that late night crowd. And
Get
this
that.
looks like,
No, I got to
So-
make sure that it's not going to happen because I don't want to break any rules or anything.
absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Questions from the committee? Alder Verveer.
Thank you, Chair. Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
Could you tell us about your conversation with the Madison Police Department?
Yeah, I called Capitan, what is it,
Hartman?
Herman, yep. Yeah, and I explained, he asked me some of the questions that you guys asking me, like how late we're gonna stay, and then I explained my hours and what was the restaurant about, and yeah, That's pretty much what we talked about. It was a short conversation. It wasn't like that, like a long one.
Okay, and he's in the meeting, correct? Since I'm not on Zoom, I can't say. Okay, very good.
Oh, hi there.
So, yeah, that's what Captain Hartman looks like.
Nice to meet you.
So,
Yeah, and I invited him to come in the information section too, and he told me he was busy, so,
so you did have an information session?
yes, I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Did anyone show up for it?
Unfortunately, no.
Nobody did.
Nobody shows up.
Yeah, that's fairly common on State Street, I
Yeah.
would have to say. So some of the questions that our legal counsel asked you
Yeah,
is because there is this ordinance that Colin Smith probably explained when you negotiated the lease with him for JD McCormick, that you have
Yep,
to
yep,
be,
yep.
you cannot be a tavern. So,
yeah, that's why, yeah, he was talking to me about that yesterday when I see him.
Colin Smith
Yep,
did?
yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, assuming we grant the license, there will be conditions on the license.
Okay.
And one of them,
You guys want
our
me to
assistant
be
city
a
attorney that advises us already kind of asked you that question about food being available at all times.
Yep.
So one common condition for this area is that food shall be available at all times.
Yep.
And you've already answered that. The other condition says that you legally have to be a restaurant,
Okay.
which means that the majority of your revenue does have to come from non-alcoholic sources. And we've already talked about the
Yep.
percentages, food, alcohol.
Yep.
So I just wanted to ensure that you have no questions or concerns about
No,
those
no,
conditions.
I perfectly
your
understand that. Yeah.
Okay,
So, yeah.
all right, very good. Captain, do you wish to share any thoughts on this since it's in the heart of our downtown entertainment district on the 500 block of State Street?
Yes, we were able to have a conversation earlier, reference all the same things that have been brought up. And the percentages is obviously the one thing that he's going to have to make sure to watch, especially being in that district, in that area.
Yep. We'll make sure the,
I'll also add that, you have a bit of a disadvantage, perhaps one would look at it, but also for the police department that you're on a second floor
yep.
with no first floor visibility. But I'm sure that you have thought about that, the captain's thought about that. I don't see a need for the police department to provide your staff training since you'll be a bona fide restaurant. But if it appears that you're becoming a place where people are going for alcoholic beverages more so than your good food, you might have visits from the police and they might suggest that they help with training and so forth. So, yeah. Do you plan a sit-down bar? I'm trying to remember your floor plans. I looked at this.
It's got a bar in there, but
So you're keeping and using the same bar that Seven Iron Social had?
correct. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna use
That
it
does have
as
several.
part of the restaurant too, so like serve food in there.
But you do plan it to be more than a service bar? Patrons would sit at the bar?
Right.
How many seats is that, would you
I believe
say?
there are about 10 maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, don't take it personally that we're asking you all these questions about bar versus restaurant. It's just that we've had a lot of experience
I don't.
in this area because there's an ordinance, a law, it's in our zoning code that no new bars can open in this area or liquor stores. And so we only have the authority to grant a license if you are a bona fide restaurant.
Restaurant, yeah.
And
that's
so
what
you just simply cannot seem like a bar to a reasonable person.
I'm not looking to be a bar.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Thanks. I'm complete, Chair.
All right, thanks. Further questions from committee members? Attorney McReynolds.
Thank you, Chair. One thing that we haven't talked about yet is, and I don't know if this applies in this situation, but often businesses in this area agree to not have patrons re-enter the establishment after 1:30 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. I don't know if that's something that the committee will want for this type of business and location, but if it is that something that you would be agreeable to? To the applicant, I'm asking.
Yep, he said yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, further questions from committee members? Seeing none? Is there a motion? Is there any other registrants?
There are not.
Alder Verveer.
Yeah, thank you. I don't have a motion at this moment, but I did want to ask another question of the captain, please. Captain, given Assistant City Attorney McReynolds' last question, does the Central Police District request that there be the condition of no new entry after 1:30? I can tell you historically that when this came as a recommendation many years ago from the Central Community Policing Team, we didn't include that for bona fide restaurants. It was only taverns, and that's typically been our practice. Do you have a recommendation for us one way or the other on that potential condition?
Yeah, I would recommend going with that condition and not allowing patrons to re-enter after 1:30 a.m. I think that would be very reasonable.
Okay.
If I could, Alder, I'll add that Stuffed Olive does have the 3 conditions: bona fide restaurant, food available all times, and the no entry or re-entry after 1:30. They got a 50-50 ratio.
Yeah. They might not be the best example for that reason, but anyway. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, Jim. So just one more time, since the police are recommending it. So even though you're proposing to be open till bar time on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, in effect, nobody could come in after 1:30 a.m., and you're totally fine with that?
Yes, I am.
Okay, very good. You had no intent of being open past 2 a.m.?
No,
Because there are some restaurants
Yeah, I know, I see.
that have lines out the door, in this area at bar time
Yep.
that serve till 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning.
I saw them. Yeah.
You don't want to be like
No,
Ian's
no,
Pizza
no,
or any
no.
of those
We're
places.
clocking.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Further questions? Where are we at here? Okay, further questions for the applicant? If there are no further questions, then a motion. Alder Verveer, or Alder Glenn?
If Alder Revere was about to say something, otherwise.
I can't tell if his mic was still on or on
No,
again.
You just never turned me off.
Okay.
So I move to approve with the condition that there will be no entry after 1:30. If that's properly way to say it, Jim.
I think the exact language is no patrons are permitted to enter or re-enter the establishment after,
1:30 a.m. on Friday and Saturday.
after 1:30 a.m. on Friday or Saturday night.
So move to approve with the condition of no patrons will enter the premises after 1:30.
Alder Glenn, is your motion to have that condition apply every night of the week or?
For
just-
Friday and it was Friday and Saturday
Okay.
were the late nights, correct?
Sure, yep.
Yes,
And that's the only condition you wish to motion for?
that's the only one I wish.
Just checking.
Alder Verveer.
Yeah, if Alder Glenn doesn't mind, I have a couple of other proposed standard conditions for this area that hopefully she finds agreeable to be part of the motion, which I'm happy to second. So the first is that food shall be available at all times. Establishment shall meet the definition of a restaurant as defined by Madison General Ordinance 38.02 at all times. And then, as the Alder said, that no patrons are permitted to enter or re-enter the establishment after 1:30 a.m. on Friday or Saturday nights. And again, those are considered standard in the 500 block of State Street, to be sure.
Okay, Alder Glenn, do you have,
I am fine with those.
you're fine with those changes? Any objection to changing the motion in that way?
No.
Okay. Seeing none. The motion is now,
Do we get a second?
oh, and we still need a second, so.
Oh, okay.
And Revere seconds. Are there any, and those are the standard conditions we've all heard before. Is there any discussion? Any objection? Okay, if there's no objection, then that one is approved with the standard 3 conditions. If you want me to read them or Jim to read them again, let me know. Nobody? Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
We move on.
Thank you so much.
I'm busy.
Next is item 15, Burnell's.
Yeah, we have a Rita Adair who's registered in support and present here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you make the notifications?
Did I make? Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I contacted the police, the alderperson, a lot of my neighbors, and I had a community meeting.
That's good. I think I read about it in the news too.
Yeah.
Is there, now you can discuss your business.
Okay. Well, the plan is to open up Brunel's as a woman-centered sports bar that would include continuing the live blues that has been going on there for a long time, and really doing a lot with food, really trying to build the food business there. It's a great location for that.
Questions from committee members? Alder Figueroa Cole.
So again, for Jim, was there any restrictions on the location before, any conditions?
I didn't hear her.
Let me look.
For the clerk for now.
Pardon me?
The question was for the clerk.
Oh, okay. Oh. I do plan on, I do plan on not being open too often after 11.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Closing early, most days.
There were no conditions in the previous license there.
And no conditions on the entertainment license either?
Let me double check that. No conditions on the entertainment license either.
Okay, thank you.
But you would want to be open after 11. You want the ability to be open after 11.
Well, I want the ability maybe till midnight, but my goal is to be a bar open from 3 to 11.
Okay.
I have no interest in being a late night bar at all.
Further questions from committee members? Alder Verveer.
Thank you. Well, Rita, as I said before the meeting started, welcome back.
Yeah,
It's been a
thank
long
you.
time since
Thank
you've been with us here. Why don't I just start by, and I don't know that all my committee colleagues realize this, but this committee, the city had previously granted you a license
Yes.
for your nightclub, I'll call it a nightclub, that was downtown on the 100 block of West Main Street back in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Can you remind me how many years were you open?
About 2
years.
Yeah.
Mhm. Would you say that you gained a fair amount of experience there, and were there any lessons learned that you will help you in your new location?
Absolutely. Having a previous experience showed me a lot and taught me a lot. And not just about running a business, but being one in Madison and what licensing is and requirements and what I know I want to do and what I know I don't want to do again. So, yeah, which is why I don't want a nightclub like a late night nightclub again. Yeah.
When did you, remind me, you just said it and I already forgot, sorry. As some might know, the city council met till about 2 a.m. this morning, so three of us at least are kind of exhausted that are here at the committee tonight. But you said that you're going to close, you think what time would be your live entertainment?
Close at 11 p.m. But I don't want that restriction, because if the Final Four is playing and they're going past 11, I don't want to have to close my doors when the game hasn't ended. Or if there's something going on that's really important to the crowd, maybe I'm saying open till midnight or something, but I really have no interest in a late night bar.
And your application did say midnight.
Yeah.
But you obviously are asking us that we not
Yeah.
impose any sort of condition as to when you must cease
Right.
alcohol service.
It's hard for me to do that, considering that there's a possibility, but it isn't my desire to be open late at night.
Yeah. So that would certainly be one difference from, that would be one difference from Adair's Lounge.
Very
when
different, very different.
You and I were younger.
Yes, I also, I make jokes about it, but I have no jukebox and I have no DJs coming, and I'll be in control of all music that happens at my establishment for many reasons. But I'm really trying to learn a lot from my last experiences and make this a whole different kind of venue.
Your business plan, and like our chair, I also saw some of the media coverage you had and excitement
Yes.
about opening.
Yes.
Would you characterize yourself then more as a sports bar than a nightclub?
It will be a sports bar. It will be a sports bar.
Sports bar
But it'll be-
first, maybe
but-
nightclub second.
Well, I'll be doing live blues music on Thursdays. I already have the house band. They're going to be there on Thursdays. And they start at 8. They're due to get done about 10:30-ish or so. But that's right now, that's what I'm doing. But I do have a stage, and I am
Yes.
applying for the entertainment license. So I want to offer more than that, but not every week, just offer more. I have
Yes.
lots of ideas about that stage, so.
And obviously you had a stage downtown too, yeah. And obviously, as we all know, because, this committee made the painful recommendation to the city council to not renew Red Rooster's license, that
Yeah.
it was first and foremost a live music venue. And you'll continue that though to some extent.
Absolutely.
Because obviously there's a lot of
I
musicians in town that came to
Oh.
count on that venue.
You wouldn't believe the
Probably have
contacts
heard-
I've had.
I was going to say, you probably have heard
A lot
from
of
several.
contacts. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
How often would you say that you would, do you think as of now you would allow?
Will we what?
Yeah, how, as of now, and I realize things will change and evolve when you open, but how often would live music, do you think, would be offered?
I think the
besides
most,
once a
2
week?
nights a week at the most.
That's all? Okay.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't get the expectations of the local music community too excited that
Yeah, yeah.
it's going to be
It's not going to be there every night of the week. That's not
not
going
going to be open mic possibilities.
Thursday
throughout the
nights
week.
for sure, and then maybe another weekend night.
Very good. And I don't think that the issues with Red Rooster were because of the location at all.
Right.
But can you just share what your conversation was like with the Madison Police Department? Did they have any concerns? I mean,
there were
obviously, Red
no
Rooster's
concerns.
issues were more management control,
In
not,
fact, the police department had no concerns except for possible parking. If there was something that was going on that a lot of people wanted to come to. I have a large parking lot that can fit about 30 to 40 cars, depending upon how you put them in there. But my street parking is taken up by a business next to me. It's a car business, and the whole street is got cars that they work on the street. And so that's been a parking concern in the neighborhood. But I did talk to the business next to me because the previous owner told me that they were able to use that parking lot they needed to at nighttime. So me and that person made an arrangement that happened. I could be there fine when people are parking in their lot at night.
oh, that's good.
Yeah. That was the only concern they had.
Was the neighborhood meeting that you had with Alder Sean O'Brien, was that
Yes,
well attended?
yes,
Or because there's not that many people living in the area, it wasn't?
He came and the police officer, the captain of the East Side Police Department, is it Mitchell? Ed Mitchell, I think his name is. I know it's
Ed
Edward.
Marshall.
Marshall.
Yeah, Captain
And,
Marshall.
an owner from next door came and a neighborhood association representative.
Oh, so there is a neighborhood association, even though the one lives right
There
there.
isn't one in that area, but there's two on the boundaries. And one of the ones from Elvium came, and he was very excited. Said his committee is excited for it to be open, especially since it's going to be sports related.
Oh, good.
He was really into that part of it.
And as you said earlier, a food venue too.
Yes, yes, yeah.
They want a restaurant over there.
Yeah, I'm excited about our chef, Glenda Edwards. They call her Woo. She's won several acclimates in Madison, like big ones. She's very, very good, and I'm excited that we got her as the chef.
Oh, that's great. That sounds fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, yeah, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Our chair is having a sidebar conversation, so maybe I'll pass things off to my council colleague, Alder Figueroa Cole. I see she's seeking recognition. Jim, can you control the mic from where you're sitting? Okay, good, thanks.
Yeah, Colin had asked that I do that.
Thank you. So I totally understand the concern about the conditions on the hours, but would you mind if we put conditions for entertainment to cease like at midnight? Just not your hours of operations, but the entertainment itself, the music.
I don't really want the conditions, so I have possibilities, but I wouldn't be terribly opposed if there were some conditions.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it sounds like from the conversation with you and Mike Revere that you guys, you have experience on it, but usually when the entertainment license come in as the first time type of thing, I don't know, it's I think most people feel comfortable with having a condition to close to end earlier, but I also think I heard from Mike that this is not in a residential area.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
What did you say?
It's not in a residential area?
No residents live anywhere near. It's all industrial.
All right, so maybe the
Yes.
conditions are not, I mean, yeah, the conditions may not be needed. I'm just trying to be consistent with the entertainment licenses, but yeah, that's all I have for now. Thank you.
Yes, there's no residents.
Okay, thanks.
Alder Glenn.
I just want to let tech know I can't get my camera to turn on. I don't know what's going on. So I keep leaving to come back and it's still not working, but I'm here. That's all I wanted to say. I'm here because I know we're tight with quorum, so I'm here, but my camera won't turn on.
Thank you. Further questions from committee members? Okay, seeing none. Is there a motion? You can sit down for now.
I just want to say that Nicholas Davies had also registered in support, but not wishing to speak for item 16, the entertainment license.
If we need you to come back.
What?
If we need you to come back, we'll let you know. But if you want to have a seat. feel
Okay.
free. Yeah. Alder Revere.
Thank you. I move to grant the alcohol license, agenda item 15, and the entertainment license, agenda item number 16.
All right. Motion
Second.
to grant by Revere, seconded by, I didn't catch it. Figueroa Cole. To grant. Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, any objection? Seeing none, the motion carries. Thank you. You're free to go, you're free to stay, okay?
Go back up.
You can stay and watch, or you can leave and get on with your night, whatever you prefer. All right, next on the agenda, item 17, Wisco Home Goods. Is there a registrant for this one?
Yep, we have one registrant, Don Bachman-Auer, and he is registered and in Zoom.
All right. Don?
Yes, hi.
Hi. Did you notify the police, the neighborhood, and the alder?
Yes, I notified the alder, the police, and the neighborhood. Spoke with the police chief for the east side. He said he has no serious questions or qualms or concerns. Same from the alder. I did not hear back from the neighborhood association.
Okay.
but all were invited to the information session that was held.
All right. Now you can discuss your application.
Okay. We are a small gift shop. We primarily manufacture and sell soy candles, but one of the products that we do offer is a candle making class. We've already got a Class C liquor license that we use to offer wine during those class sessions, and we'd like to expand our options in terms of gifts and convert about 10 linear feet of our retail space into a small wine selection so that people could pick up, say, a cheese board, cutting board, and grab a bottle of wine and package it up as a gift for someone. So just a very small wine selection is what we're looking to have, in addition to still serving wine on premise and hosting occasional wine tastings.
Thank you. Questions from committee members? Alder Figueroa Cole.
I'm sorry, I'm going to use Mike's excuse that I went to bed at 3:00 in the morning. So can you please refresh my memory for Class B includes Class C also, or?
No, this is an application for a Class B license. We would hand over our Class C and surrender that once this one is approved.
Oh, yeah, yep. I thank you. But I was asking the committee, so the Class B beer and liquor includes wine?
It does, yep. Wine
Okay,
is,
thank you.
yeah, wine is an intoxicating liquor, so it falls under liquor, yeah.
Yeah. I cannot remember my flow chart. I had to go back to that little exercise. Thank you.
Okay, further questions from committee members? Further questions? Attorney McReynolds.
Thank you, Chair. My question for the applicant is, so you currently have wine and sell wine, and are you only planning to continue with wine? You just want it to be available for retail, or are you going to also be selling beer, liquor, or other types of alcohol?
The only thing outside of wine that we have considered is offering small bottles of brandy for those gift baskets, because we do offer old-fashioned mix, but we are willing to accept any restrictions that are handed to us.
Let me just see if I had any other questions. Okay, thank you. That's all I had.
Further questions from committee members? Further questions or a motion? Is there any other? No one else wishing to speak. Motion to grant by Alder Verveer.
Second.
Second by Alder Figueroa Cole. Okay. Any discussion? Seeing none, any objection? Seeing none, the motion carries. Thank you. Next on the agenda is item 18 and 19, the new license and entertainment license for the Burr Oak. Do you have a registrant for this one?
Yep, I got a few registrants. So I have Topher Christensen is registrant support. We will answer questions for both items. I have Aaron Smeaton is in opposition wishing to speak on item 18, and a Nicholas Davies is in support not wishing to speak for number 19.
Okay.
Go together.
Sure. Did you make the? Yep.
You don't do a count.
Is there any? Did you make the required notifications?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Okay, great.
Like
Now,
the phone tech.
go ahead and discuss your business.
Yeah, we're the Burr Oak. We're a live music venue. We've been operating for over 5 years. We do national talent, local talent, private events, and that's pretty much it. We tend to be open 4 to 6 nights a week. Occasionally we'll do brunches, and we close by about 11:30, depending on the day of the week. Lots of times much earlier than that. So,
Questions from committee members? So what's happening here is the
Change of LLC.
you're changing the
yeah, we
okay.
bought out my former partner.
Okay.
And the licenses were under his business, the real estate company, and now we own the real estate and the business, so we have to change the licenses.
Okay, perfect. Further questions from committee members? How is your security situation? In the entertainment license application, this is a little bit short answers. So, why? I guess my first question is, why is a specific uniform not necessary for security?
It's really never been necessary. I mean, we've got someone checking IDs at the front, and then we've got a bartender who can also check. So specifically, it's behind a podium. So
So if like someone needs to identify a staff member, they can easily pick them out.
pretty easily, there's 2 behind the bar, and there's 1 in like right at the front
Okay.
door. So it's pretty easy. We're not a huge venue.
And then how do you, when you check IDs, obviously someone at the door looks at the ID and looks at the person, make
Right,
sure it's the same person. Do you use any kind of scanner or anything?
No, in my experience, the scanners are only great if it's, like they got to be used properly, and they also have to be, they can be accurate, but not the person. So,
Okay.
Scanners are, I don't know, hit or miss for me.
In this neighborhood, so I live downtown. There's a lot of, guess we, fair to say that underagers attempting to get into places where they sell alcohol, taverns, and that's fairly common downtown. Is that an issue in your view at
No, you have
Winnebago Street?
You have to buy a ticket to get into our events.
Okay.
And typically, if you look at our schedule, the clientele that we have is much older.
Okay.
Based on the type of shows that we book. So.
Okay, thank you. I think we have a question from Kat or Ms. Farley.
Yeah, I was just going to say, at least for me, I don't know for others on the Zoom, it's a little bit difficult for me to hear the applicant.
Oh. Is there anything you'd like repeated? Any answers?
What did they say their security protocol was?
Yeah, just review what you already told me.
We've got, let's see, we've got 2 behind the bar, and then we have 1 at the front who takes tickets and also checks security there, or checks IDs there, I guess is the way to say that.
Okay, thank you.
Further questions from committee members? Alder Figueroa Cole.
So there were conditions on this license before, if I'm not mistaken, if I got this right, something under the name of Frame Chef Arts Cafe. It says the entertainment must end by 10:30 p.m. on Sunday through Wednesday and by 11 Thursday through Saturday. Establishment must close by 11 on Sunday, Wednesday, and by midnight on Thursday through Saturday. And the sound level must not exceed 45 dBs at the property line. Are you aware of these conditions that were on this license before?
We were made aware that there were conditions from my past partner.
Okay, are you opposed for those conditions to remain?
No, not opposed.
And looks for I'm not sure exactly why there are extra conditions on the alcohol, but for the alcohol has the same conditions, and then says patio must close by 10 p.m. daily and no outdoor amplified sound.
That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Alder Glenn.
I was just looking at the application. I just could be reading this wrong. It says, under 23 hours operation, please enter closing times. And it looks like it's like this is closing at 2 p.m. Monday through Friday? 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.?
That's the cafe.
That would be the cafe in the front that we have. not the.
Oh, okay. I was like, why are we talking about 10 o'clock with these guys when it's saying it goes at? Okay. So the cafe will close at 2, and then but the bar, music and live will be until bar time then?
No, we close much earlier than bar time based on the closing times that were just read off.
Okay. Those are your closing times of.
Those are our curfew times. Yeah. I mean.
Okay, yeah, because some people have conditions like that, but it doesn't mean they close. It just means it gets quiet and we're not going
Yeah,
to
we
have.
tend to close a lot earlier than that. We're all show based, so when the concert's over, we're closed, and typically our concerts are over before those times anyway.
All right. Thank you.
So, Attorney McReynolds.
Thank you, Chair. My question is, in your application, number 36 was left blank, so I just want to confirm. Is the applicant indebted to any wholesaler beyond 15 days for beer or 30 days for liquor?
No.
Nope.
All right, thank you.
Further questions from committee members? Further questions? Alder Verveer.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to confirm that we're not setting you up for any potential issues with these conditions that are on here. So why don't you start by explaining, I know you've been open for years now, but the difference between the cafe and the live music venue portion?
Yeah, we currently have a cafe open in the front portion of the building, Tuesday through Friday morning until early afternoon. Then that closes, and then we kind of turn over later in the evening for the concert portion of our business. We book live music, ticketed mostly in the evenings, on various nights of the week, depending on when we get the shows.
Okay. I see that now in the application. It says 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the cafe, Monday through Friday. And that's what you're referring to, Toffer, right? Okay. And then just the conditions, just to confirm, and I realize that Alder Figueroa Cole just read them to you, but so you currently are not ever offering any entertainment that is past 10:30 on weekdays or 11 p.m. on weekends?
Yeah, those are the specifications that were made when my previous partner had his licenses approved.
And the whole establishment shall close. We often don't write them this way anymore. It's usually based on alcohol service and entertainment that we say shall cease by a certain time. But yours is more restrictive, and it says that the entire operation must close by 11 p.m. Sunday through Wednesday and midnight Thursday through Saturday. And then the others, just for the record, I don't mean to be repetitive for what you just heard from Alder Figueroa Cole, but sound level must not exceed 45 decibels at the property line. Patio must close by 10 p.m. daily. No outdoor amplified sound. This is all deja vu from 2018 with concerns because you have obviously neighbors that are sleeping right next to you, and the neighborhood association concerns at the time. So you understand all those, obviously, objection to continuing those conditions, and you understand because you've been here many times before that if you ever want to amend the conditions, you have to come back to us. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Congratulations on buying your partner out too.
Thanks. Thank you.
Alder Figueroa Cole.
I have a question for my colleagues. So how is the 45 dBs expected to be measured in general?
SPL meter, either on your phone or a standalone meter. You just kind of go and take a measurement.
So, is that the same things that MPD does for sound control? Or does the neighbors, have their own apps, or is there any specific regulation on that?
I think we can go to Captain Hartman to ask how this might be enforced.
Thank you.
Generally, we try to go by the distance, but then also take into consideration, obviously, where the location is. If it is in a residential area where it's expected to be quieter, or if it is in the downtown, maybe entertainment area where the city is naturally just a little bit louder. I don't think we've had any major complaints or concerns. Reference noise here, though, in the past.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions for the applicants? Do you ever measure the decibels? Do you ever test that, just check?
Not recently. We've never had complaints. So if we were having complaints, we would, but we haven't had any that I'm aware of for a long time.
So I'm looking at the Yale.edu decibel level comparison chart. It says 55 decibels is about the loudness of a household refrigerator. Okay. Any other questions for the applicants? Seeing none, it's appropriate time for a motion. Oh, there's one more. Thank you.
I thought you had a speaker on this one.
Yep, he's coming up. My mistake.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Oh, thanks. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for hearing me. I wanted to express opposition to the liquor license. I am not actually inherently opposed to them having this liquor license renewed, but I do want to bring up a few things. On our phones, I live a kitty corner just right behind the building. And we've clocked the decibels at over like 60 decibels routinely, and that's largely because the door is being left open when the music's on, right? And if they did that, the building is soundproofed. It would reduce things much more. But you know, people are in a bar, somebody goes out, wants smoke, pretty soon everybody's outside. Also, we have called noise complaints on them, like repeatedly, over the years, or the last 5 years. I don't like pastor too much, but if it is out of hand, I will call. I just would like to see a commitment to stick by the terms of the lease and maybe get the door shut more when they're having live music, and also to actually not go over past 11 during the days when they're not supposed to go past 11, to actually follow those times better. That's all I'm asking. And if you have any questions for me, let's sit down.
Any questions? Alder Revere.
Thank you, Chair. So what street do you reside on, sir?
2259 East Washington, Apartment A.
Okay, and so you're adjacent to the establishment?
Yes.
And just so I understand your testimony, the noise that you hear is mostly music, or it's voices? When you mention patrons smoking outside, or
both. Yeah.
So it's both the noise level of the music and patrons outside.
When we did our decibel things on our phones, however well that actually works, 60 was normal. So, it's mostly the music. There's been times when people stay out afterwards in the parking lot after it's closing, shouting at each other or whatever, like people do at other bars. Those are just my concerns. I would like to see a commitment to stick by the terms of the lease and maybe keep that outdoor door shut more often.
And you believe that is a lease provision, that the door has to be closed?
I'm not sure if it's a lease provision, but it was something that when the previous owner,
Mr. DeHaven?
Yeah, Mr. DeHaven seemed to be agreeable to at the time. So those are my concerns. That's all.
So you had conversations with John DeHaven or others at the Borough in the past, or no?
Only in the first time with the lease. My hours are like, I work crazy shifts. So yeah, I'm just.
You need your sleep.
Yeah. And we have an apartment building with like 12 units in it. And they're, young families, other people. Yeah, and I'd just like to see maybe a stronger commitment to keeping to the terms of the original lease. That's all.
No, I appreciate that very much. Appreciate you coming. There might be other questions for you. I see at least our attorney is seeking recognition.
Attorney McReynolds.
Thank you, Chair. For the speaker, I'm wondering, when you're talking about the lease, are you talking about the conditions that this committee put on their license, maybe?
Correct. I
Okay.
Not the terms of the lease. I mean, the conditions of the license. Rather.
Okay. And I think I heard you say that you've called in complaints. Are you calling MPD, or are you calling the business to complain? Could you
MPD.
elaborate on that, please? Okay.
Yeah, the MPD. And I don't like. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, and then I also think I heard you say that they're staying open later than you believe they should, according to the current conditions.
Yes, that has happened.
Okay. Has that been a frequent problem?
Not super frequent,
you've
but it
noticed.
does happen.
Okay. Thank you. Nothing else.
Any other questions? Alder Glenn.
Hi, I just want to ask Captain Kip, have you had any or heard anything, or I see calls for service. I mean, has one, but otherwise there were other kind of interesting calls. But does Captain have anything or heard anything on his end or can look up?
I'd have to look that up, but as of recent, nothing comes to mind immediately. So I would have to collect the data and see how recent some of those complaints were.
Yeah, it shows 4th of July, the day after the 4th of July 5th. And it's just one, so.
That was a peculiar incident where they were having some kind of event out in the parking lot during the daytime that went on all day. Which, I mean, I assume that's something they had the permission to do. But yeah, that's what that one was about. I'm not a chronic noise complainer, so I mean, I've only done that when it's been really bad. And I'm not against people having live music, or anything like that. But yeah, I just try to voice my concerns in this regard.
Thank you. To the applicants, do you, how are you feeling about just, agreeing to, be more vigilant with the door staying closed?
Yeah, I don't think we have any problem with that. We want to be good neighbors, and I don't know this guy. I wish he would have come to us and talked to us, and we would have addressed these problems and these concerns together. If we're neighbors, come see us. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. We want to be good neighbors.
But you weren't the owner at the time.
We're not going to have a debate.
Well, I've been the owner for 5 years, so I was the owner for a while. I've been a co-owner for 5 years, and I don't know who you are.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I generally, if there's a noise complaint, I will. If it's loud enough, I will just call the police.
Okay,
I mean,
that's
fine.
I don't think we have too many of those.
Okay.
The
No,
July
I don't
5th
think
event,
at
we
all.
had a permit for, so it was permitted and agreed to by the city. So, yes, we will abide by anything that's on our license right now. We will do our best to keep it quieter for you. We want to be good neighbors. That's who we are. So,
That's all I'm asking. Thank you very much.
Okay, are there any other?
Yeah.
No, I'm complete. Thank you.
Any other questions for any of the registrants before they? Okay. Okay, no further questions for any registrants. Thank you. Thank you. A motion now would be in order. Alder Glenn.
I move to approve. I think they've agreed to be good neighbors, so I don't have any conditions. I don't know if any of the other alders do, but I move to just approve without any conditions.
What was that?
I move to approve with, I see Alder Figueroa is behind me. She might have something to add.
Okay, so the motion's to approve. Alder Figueroa Cole.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I appreciate that, but since they're aware of the conditions and they're not, they're willing to keep them, I think we should keep the conditions that were there before. So, it does. I mean, it's a residential area, so I think we should just be able to, the houses are right on top of each other there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have no problem with that.
So if you don't mind, I mean, I can read the conditions again if you don't mind, or I
No,
can make a motion.
It sounds like the motion is to approve with the same conditions, moved by Glenn, seconded by Alder Figueroa Cole. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's for both licenses. We're discussing both at the same time here.
Correct.
Is there any discussion? The conditions are entertainment must end by 10:30 p.m. on Sunday through Wednesday and by 11 p.m. on Thursday through Saturday. Establishment must close by 11 p.m. on Sunday through Wednesday and by midnight on Thursday through Saturday. And sound level must not exceed 45 decibels at the property line. All right. Any discussion of the motion? Any objection to the motion?
Wait, so the one you read, there's how many conditions?
There's 3.
Because on the alcohol one, there's 5.
Oh.
Yeah, the fourth is patio must close at 10 p.m. daily, and the 5th is no outdoor amplified sound.
Is that what?
Yeah, that's what I read.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are we all on the same page?
I think we should be consistent and have them the same for both. All 5 of them.
Okay. Any objection to approval with those 5 conditions? I'm seeing none. Its motion carries for 18 and 19. Thank you. Next on our agenda is item 20, Report of Madison Police Department. Captain Hartman.
Thank you. I don't have a lot to report. We did have one incident outside of the Roxy, and that would have been 2 weekends ago now. Several large disturbances broke out. In speaking with the owners and reviewing the reports from the officers, it does feel like it's a little bit of a one-off and not specific to anything recently. Also speaking with the owners there, they have some plans in place in order to deter further issues going forward from here. And they have been very cooperative with us as far as answering any questions or making any changements to keep it safe. That is all I have.
Thank you. Any questions? Alder Verveer.
Thank you. Thanks, Captain, for raising the issue at Roxy. I was going to ask about that in any event. Can you just be a little more specific as to what modifications management has made or plan to make to avoid the violence there?
They're changing their focus on Saturday nights as far as waiving the cover fee for college students. They're really trying to draw in the college crowd. They're aware of obviously the underagers and stuff like that. They do seem to have good plans in place as far as the patron scan, checking for weapons, weapon screening, etc. So that is their hope and their focus is to try to draw in more college students, especially on those Saturday night evenings.
Thank you. And switching to another evening live music venue downtown, Tavern Akaya. Did you ever have you or your colleagues have any follow-up conversation with Tavern Akaya following those issues there? I know you had an initial conversation with management. Was there any other communication with them and you were the CPT?
Yep, so far they've been very cooperative with us as well. We've not experienced any further issues ongoing after what we had about a month ago, I want to say now. So far they seem to have implemented some changes to increase safety and concerns there.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, Captain.
Further questions? All right, seeing none. Next is item 21, summary or report of the clerk's office.
The only thing I have to add is we currently have one remaining regular Class B combination license. Every applicant that has been approved today, which is all of them except one on the consent agenda, have been emailed information on how to contact everyone in order to make sure everyone has the information they need to get the ball rolling in case they want to grab that last one that doesn't have the $10,000 fee if they're getting a Class B combo license. And other than that, I'm open for any questions.
Any questions? Seeing none. Jim, did one log on for item 7, Paco's Tacos?
I don't see any new registrations. I do see there's a phone number in the participants. It's not the number that's on the application. I don't know if we want to ask them if they want to unmute.
I think it is.
Could be. But we also have a 608 number in the panelist list, and I think that might be Mr. Boxford. Oh, but it's the same number. Never mind.
Jim? Tavern League?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Never mind.
Okay, so how do we want to, committee, what do you want to do with that one?
Can we move that to the next meeting?
Yep. So you could first take it off the table and then take action.
Is there a motion to take it off the
Motion to
table?
take it off the table, please.
Move
Move to take it off the table, please.
moved by Figueroa Cole, seconded by Verveer. To remove from the table. Any discussion? Any objection? Seeing none. Alder Figueroa Cole.
So, can I make a motion to refer this to the next meeting?
Yes. So moved by Figueroa Cole, seconded by Verveer to refer to the next ALRC meeting. Any discussion? Any objection? Seeing none, the motion carries. This is referred. Okay, so anything else? The only other item left is adjournment.
Move to adjourn?
Move to adjourn by Figueroa Cole,
Second.
seconded by Alder Glenn. Any discussion? I don't know if that's debatable. Any objection? Seeing none. Have a good night, everyone. We're adjourned.
Good night.